touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Ps5 Arkatech, welcome to the live stream. Flying saucer.
That jab had to hurt. Nice hook. They're giving us a high-tempo show.
Ps5 Arkatech, during this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me earn money.
Let's talk about Linares in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot...
Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Brilliant hook there. This is a high-octane battle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The right hook just missed. Beautiful counter shot. They exchange punches. Nice punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
There's the bell to start. They got out of the way of that right hook. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. The courage on display here is incredible. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Linares in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? A perfect counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. Talk about a... And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Do you believe this? Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. No, there was no... Here we go in the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the ref...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, and Lee McGregor's been dazed. And Lee McGregor goes down. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
That's lights...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisha. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters. And he'll be facing King Ryan Garcia, weighed in at a perfect 135 pounds for this lightweight contest. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 70 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. King Ryan Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see TV.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Can't score with that jab. Nice hook. He got out of the way of that right hook. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
This is a high-octane battle. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Scoring hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let him back into this. You're better than this. Yes.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Crawford is dazed. And Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. But wait a minute! An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Tom.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.